Okay, let's start with child's pose. Sit on your heels. Walk your hands forward. Get nice and long. Pour into the floor. Take some deep breaths. Check in. Maybe notice where you're feeling any tension right now. Come up onto all fours. Do some cat cows. Trying to find all the movement in your spine. Thinking about your spine going from your tailbone all the way through the top of your head. Let's go side to side. And stop in the middle, and we'll go all the way around, starting with dropping the belly, going to the side, rounding your back and over to the other side. You can bend your elbows as you're moving your spine. Making sure to get your neck involved. Let's switch directions. And stop in the middle. Let's do our thread the needle. So lift your right arm up. And right arm comes down and through. Let's press the hands into the floor. Try to keep your hips square and feel this spine twist. And then let's lengthen the left leg back, just stretching back through the heel. And then bring the left knee back in. Let's plant the left palm, right arm up. Right hand down, other side, lift your left arm. Left shoulder to the floor, extend the right arm. Let's press hands into the floor. Keep the hips square. And then extend through the left or the right leg this time, reaching back through your right heel. Feeling a little stretch in the calf. And then bring the right knee back in. Plant the right palm. Inhale, left arm up. And left hand down. Let's walk the hands forward into plank. Curl the toes under, lift the knees. Pull the abdomen in. Reach back through the heels. From here, let's bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Set the back knee down and sink down into the hips, really opening up through the hips here. You can let the right knee fall to the outside a little bit, coming to the edge of the right foot. Couple more breaths. Let's bring the right knee back in. Curl the back toes under, lift your knee, step back into plank. And let's bring the left foot up to the outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee, sink down into your hips. And let the left knee fall out to the side. Keep the shoulders down and back. Let's bring the left knee in, curl the back toes under, lift your knee, and step back to plank. From here, let's just step to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, bend your knees, dangle here. Grab your elbows if you'd like. Let's release the elbows, stomach in, come up for chair. We're going to just be bringing the arms parallel to the floor for this version of chair. Bring your body weight all the way to the back of the heels. Make sure your feet and knees stay hip width apart. Shoulders back and down, stomach in, chest lifted. Slowly come up to standing. Let's shift the weight into the left foot and bring your right foot all the way up to your hip crease. So you're going to be holding the right foot with your left hand and then let your knee come down. And keep the right hand in the middle of your chest. So make sure that this standing leg is contracted. Your belly is in. You're lengthening through the back of the top of the head and pushing the right knee back as far as is comfortable as you reach the tailbone down. Slowly, gently release the right foot, but keep it hovering so your right knee is coming up in front of you and then palms together at the center of your chest. Flex your toes to the ceiling. We're going to step back into high lunge. So bend the standing knee, send your right leg back. Step all the way back and arms up. Warrior two. Open the hips out to the side. Sit down deep. Make sure your front knee is over the ankle. Squeeze your shoulder blades in, reach your fingers out. Press into the floor, press into the soles of your feet. Pull your abdomen in. Nice long spine. Let's turn back to high lunge. Fly forward, arms back. We'll come into warrior three. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, arms are coming back, stomach in. Trying to get your whole up body and leg parallel to the floor. And slowly come back to standing, palms together at the center of your chest. Make sure the feet are still hip width apart. Toes pointing straight forward. We'll sit down into chair again. Shoulders down. Reach your fingers forward, make sure your triceps are contracted. Body weight back in the heels. And come to standing. We'll do the other side. Bring your weight to your right foot. Bring this left foot up. Bring it into your hip crease. Hold that left foot with your right hand. Left knee can come back and down. Left hand to the center of your chest. So again, make sure your standing leg is contracted, belly in, and you're standing tall. Here, slowly coming to raise the knee. The knee is at hip level. Flex your toes to the ceiling. And then we're going to slowly step back into high lunge, bend the standing leg and send the left leg back. Arms lifted. Warrior two, open up. Sit down deeply. Press into your feet. Really activating the legs here. Come back to high lunge. And then bring your upper body forward, arms back, and we'll step up into warrior three. Slowly come to standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And step back into plank. And we'll do our hip stretch again. So step the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. And back knee comes down. Right knee can wing out to the side. Pull the back toes under, lift your knees, step back into plank. And then step the left foot forward. Trying to get a nice, big, deep hip opener. Left knee in, let's lift the back leg, step back. Now we'll walk forward to the top of the mat again. Feet hip width apart and dangle. You have the option this time to interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your fists up toward the ceiling. Release your arms. Stomach in. Let's lift up to chair. So bend your knees. See if you can get your hips or your thighs parallel to the floor. Actively pressing into the heels. Upper body back. And stand. All right, we're going to do this sequence again. So shift your weight to your left foot. Bring your right foot up to the left hip crease. Keep a hold of that foot and let the right knee come down. Feel the whole bottom of your foot spreading on the floor. Press down into the foot as you lift through the crown of your head. Glutes engaged. Keep pushing the right knee back. Slowly release into our right knee raise. Still pressing into the left foot as you stay long and tall in the spine. And then let's send the right leg back to our high lunge. Open up to warrior two. Let's reverse, getting a big stretch on the left side. Keep that nice deep bend in your front leg. Come back to warrior two. And back to high lunge. And warrior three. And come to standing. Take a few breaths here, feeling your heartbeat. And then let's shift the weight to the right foot. Lift your left foot. Keep a hold of the foot as you let the knee come down. Left hand to the center of your chest. Press into the bottom of the foot. Lengthen through the top of the head. Hips are coming a little forward as your knee comes back. And then coming into our knee raise. And let's slowly send the left leg back into high lunge. Open up to warrior two. Let's reverse warrior. That deep bend in the front leg, reach through the side body. Warrior two, high lunge. And step forward into warrior three. And come to stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Take a deep breath. Exhale, downward dog. Press into your fingers and knuckles. Press the floor away. Chest toward the thighs. Reach through the heels. Feel that big stretch on the back of the legs. Let's lift the right leg. Bend your right knee. Open your hips out to the side. Feel that big hip stretch. And from here, we'll come into pigeon. So bring the right knee to the right wrist. Shin across the body, sit the hips down. Let's stay with our torso upright. Let the hips sink down. And then come down if you'd like. You want to add a twist, left arm under right. So when we come out of this, we're going to come straight back into three-legged dog with your right leg lifted. So the one that's in front is going to lift up behind you. Come up, plant your palms, curl your back toes under and lift the knee and send the right leg back and up. And then right foot down. Lift your left leg, bend your left knee, open your hips to the side. And then we'll bring the left knee to the left wrist, pigeon on the other side. Start by letting the weight of the upper body sink the hips down. And then coming down as far as you would like today. If you're going to twist right, bring your right arm under your left. The same thing on this side, we're going to be sending the left leg back and up into three-legged dog. Slowly come out, plant the palms, curl your back toes under, lift the knee, and then send the left leg back and up. And left foot down. We're going to come bring the knees down and set up for frog pose. So bring the knees out wide. Let them slide as far apart as you can. And then we're going to be moving the hips forward and back until we find that spot where we can really feel the stretch in the inner thighs. So once you find that sensation there, you can pause. Start to breathe deeply into the area. Try to relax. Let's walk forward until you're on your stomach, legs straight out behind you. We're going to turn to the left, grab the left foot, pull the left foot in, press your left hip into the floor as you pull that heel towards your butt. Feel this stretch in the left quad. and release. Let's turn the other way. Grab your right foot. Pull the right foot in. Again, press that right hip down. You pull the heel in. Release the right foot. Let's push up onto the knees. Swing the legs around to the front. And lie down on your back. Hug the knees in. Bring your forehead to your knees. Make a tiny little ball. And uncurl. Keep your knees in tight. Let's let the knees drop to the left. Right arm out to the right. Turn your head to the right if that's comfortable for your neck. If you'd like, you can extend the top leg and grab the outside of the right foot. Bring the hips back to the center. Send the left leg out long and extend your right leg to the ceiling. Hold behind the knee and pull the right leg in. So keep your left leg contracted. Press that heel down as you pull your right leg towards you. And then release, bend both knees up in close, hug your knees in, and then let your knees drop over to your right. Left arm out to the left, turn your head to the left if that's comfortable. You have the option to extend the top leg and grab the outside of the foot. Deep breath. Let's bring hips back to center. Extend your right leg long, extend your left foot to the ceiling. Grab behind your knee and pull that left leg in. So reaching through the right foot and pulling the left leg in, trying to widen the space between the legs. And release, hug your knees in. And then bring your legs out long, arms by your side for Savasana. Put your shoulder blades underneath. Let yourself breathe naturally. Try to pay attention to the rise and fall of your abdomen. Your mind has wandered, come back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms overhead for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up or roll on your spine back to seated.